why do you just go back, right? So yeah, I'm the company secretary. You go back and you change hand of the token. So in the real world, you have to change hand on the register of members. So more like that's the reasons why we talk like maybe when you have the project we talk more is more likely than not it will be a derivative product and all that. So it will not be a real transfer of the legal ownership of that particular share because it will be really difficult in order to comply with all this. I mean, the legal requirement in order, if you want the token holder to be the real legal owner of that share. So I would say more likely will be
let me help answer your question from a U.S. legal perspective. Okay, I think you can legally structure based on the agreement to let the token represent the actual ownership. Okay, and right now it's more clear on the offering side because if you just consider the offering as a security, before you use stock certificate to represent a share, now you use a crypto token to represent a share. But the problem is after the issuance and then the transfer and how do you keep track of the ownership, it becomes more like a bearer share, which most countries prohibit. But there is virtually no crypto security law in any country on earth. So the offering part just abide by the security law, but after that, nobody knows right now.
Maybe, yeah, just because you're talking US, I'm not a US lawyer. A vague disclaimer, I'm not advising a US lawyer. But we have talked about, let's say, something like share posts and all that. Based on your question, I think that's right to extend that because all the holders of tokens are actually like they kept track record with the share posts, let's say. So they know every owner of the token holders. But and then back to the question itself is something that you want to achieve. Because from our, let's say from the crypto mindset, we want that to be traded online, on the market, and also off the exchange as well. So that's something. But right now, if you're talking in the US, they are tracking everything.
In this question, please mention your name, what you do. Any questions?
Hello, my name is Marina. I'm a lawyer, Estonian lawyer. So I have a question to the exchange. If the company get international security code already for the financial regulator of Estonia, and they are launching security tokens, can they listed on your exchange in the future? After they got approved of the financial regulator of Estonia, they got the same code. And now they're going to do security token offering. Can these security tokens be listed on your exchange?
The answer is yes, provided that they are a legally formed entity and the home country attorney can issue an opinion letter, tie the security to the token.
Okay, thank you.
Can I ask a question? So basically, you may want to listen more because, as I said, there are 4 major issues for the SQLs, and one of it is, of course, the listing. So will you be able to give a bit more introduction of the exchange? What's the listing criteria? As you mentioned, the opinion, what we cover by the opinion, and of course, do you keep track? One of the main questions is, do you keep track of the owners of that tokens, or is it what will happen afterwards?
I don't have an answer to everything yet, but we are setting up an exchange with the multiple tiers. And our lowest tier will accept any offshore legal jurisdiction where there's a legal opinion that tie the ownership to the token. And will allow that to be on our exchange. The blockchain has the capability of keep track the address.
The address.
Yes, but if they're traded on our exchange, the investor would open an account, it would be deposited. If they don't remove it from the exchange, we can keep track. But if they remove it, it will be their wallet address. We will be able to keep track. That's the.
You're allowed to to withdraw.
Of course, that's their token. Yeah, we can't stop them from withdrawing.
Do I have to invest in your firm? Users got to be professional or accredited investors, or anyone can sign on to your exchange? Because it's really important, right? Do I have to be accredited investors?
Right now, we're not limiting that,
We're not
but
limiting that.
right now in the U.S., only the alternative exchange can trade security token at this time, limited to accredited investors.
Lawrence, in terms of technical perspective, is the STO tokens any different from a utility token? Like, let's say, is it ERC-20 will be compatible with any
Sorry, your name, what do you do?
Okay, so Lawrence, I'm kind of a blockchain developer. More on the technical side. This one, like STO insurance.
I try because I'm not a technical person, but I read some of the passages that is totally different.
Okay.
So it's related to smart contract, and then some of the configuration that you have to tie to the KYC, and you have to tie the ownership, and then like the dividend payout and all that. So it's kind of complicated than the normal ERC can do.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I understand.
Okay.
Maybe I give a bit of add-on from a legal perspective, but not technical. Right? But just that just because on this topic, we have talked different sort of like the IT solution provider on this topic. My understanding, right, is that there are two ways of it. Because the reason why we have all these technical issues is that because we try to comply. So we try to comply with all these particular requirements in each of these jurisdictions. And understandably, as you know, is ERC-20 tokens are free tradable and cannot like win all these criteria into the tokens. Therefore, if someone come up with a new like ERC-100 and all that. So there are two, as far as I understand, right, is that there are two possibilities. One is to control at the smart contract level. So that's the reason why you come up about ERC-20 may not be the most appropriate standard, and you have to use something else. The other solution is to control at the exchange level. So whatever you already like put in the token, even if it's ERC-20 tokens, once you start in that, you cannot withdraw unless or until maybe some other criteria is fulfilled. But of course, in this exchange, that may not be the case. But let's say in the US, some of the other US exchanges, you cannot quite withdraw right now. Back to your question, as I said, the legal structure, part of the reasons why I have not really touched into details of that, because I think the whole legal structure will evolve over time. But right now, as I mentioned maybe at my 20-minute speech, is that we would suggest to have the ERC-20 tokens right now, as of today's solution, plus another ERC-721 tokens. So one is the fungible tokens, the other one is the non-fungible tokens. So the fungible tokens only represent sort of the income stream, but the non-fungible tokens will represent, let's say, the actual asset or some of the contracts or whatever. That will be, I think, that's the solutions right now. But I believe you could ask me the same question maybe in a month time, that may be another answer.
So we have the last questions. Then we open the room. Any questions from the floor? If not, so I'll ask my last question. In this movement of STOs, which part or who will make the most? Who will make the most money? So it seems like a lot of people are issuing STO getting money. How to make money?
How to make money?
Oh. Who will make money? Who will make the most?
A lot of disclaimers here, anything that you talk about money, investments, disclaimer. So again, disclaimer, this is my own personal opinion. It does not constitute a offer to solicit any funds. This is not the opinion of
Crypto Assets Federation. So
Hello? Yeah, this is not the opinion of Crypto Asset Federation. This is my own personal opinion. So personally, I wouldn't invest in an STO right now. There's just too many unknowns. So it's just quite difficult. There's not a lot of liquidity. Again, caveat, if the underlying asset is really good,
if it's, the underlying asset is really, really good. For example, real estate mogul puts all his real estate in an STO. Wow, I'm gonna invest. But if you are expecting the token to be liquid and freely tradable, I think it's gonna take a long time. So you have 2 years before you might be able to see that. I don't think I would invest. Again, disclaimer. If very good, like Andy Warhol, someone puts his money up on a token, I'll buy, but I'll be really careful.
I will have to disagree on the liquidity, because the whole purpose of tokenized security is that it can be traded on a global basis, unlike the local stock market where you can only trade by the local resident. So any asset that's securitized can be traded by anybody on Earth that can open an account.
May I ask a question again on this? So just because you thought because it does a very interesting question is, so may I ask like how many tokens are listed so far on your exchange and what's the liquidity, STO of course, and then liquidity.
Okay, well, right now we're still only a utility token exchange. Our stock listing board is scheduled to go online before end of December. And we're looking to list 11,000 Chinese and Asian companies equity token within 3 years.
So maybe back to the questions, right? Again, a very big disclaimer, there's no investment. No, I mean, I believe, right, if you look at that, in my last 5 years, right, everyone in this, I truly believe everyone in crypto will make money. I still remember my first day, went to the AMAX 5 years ago, you got a startup, you opened the first shop in St. Paul, 400 square feet. What is it now? Is kind of this call. You look at the big max, right, it was a few people there just doing that. Now, they are all becoming one of the biggest, they're now in Chang'an, right? And look at that, right? Consumer, right? So everyone, I mean, and Indonesians, of course, right? So I truly believe whatever the early adopters of this crypto world will be a winner, one way or the other. And back to the question on what about STOs? I would think back on, just look at the experience, right? The early adopter of Bitcoin, even if you buy it at $100, at that time I thought it's really high. But what happened now, right? And look at Ether, right? You think, oh, that's all risky or not anonymous. What happened now? Even with the big drop, is still a lot more. I think my observation is that the first batch of the STO normally is the best batch of STOs. Because that will keep the game going, right? But what will happen after that, that's wait and see. But yes, I totally agree and one thing I would remind you is look at the documents. What does the token represent? It doesn't, if this is a real estate token, doesn't necessarily mean it's the ownership in that token. It could just only mean the income stream or the rental income of that token, or even fashion or Andy Warhol, right? Don't just be misrepresent or it's not necessarily mean the Andy Warhol painting. It could be just something else. So read the documents very carefully.
I just want to reiterate the question is who makes the most money. I think definitely if the exchange is successful, then definitely because if you look at Hong Kong exchange, they make the most money because everyone is there and then they will charge a fee. So definitely they will make the money. And also lawyer, charge a huge amount. That will be benefit. But then I think, having said that, I think those startup and then those startup or fintech startup and going through to the IPO status, and those can have a chance to have a capital finance as chance that they can generate their own token and then to get their funding and hopefully they can also earn a big amount of money. Kind of optimistic on that.
Add one more thing. Okay, our investment bank became a crypto investment bank this year. And we're offering a very special service. It's taking a company public in the US via reverse merger with a public share company. and allocate maybe 10-20% of the equity and tokenize that so they can offer to the crypto investors and sell the stock to the traditional investor and security token to the crypto.
Just one point to add is that if you look at the announcement, the 1st of November announcement made by the SEC, I think my observation basically is that it is now a new ballgame. Everyone has to, they just press the restart button. Everyone has to start all over again. So exchange, know that if you just opt into this, so you're on the same level playing field. And then who will be the winner? No one knows. Maybe the new winner has not applied. Just kind of that, right?
All of us, right?
Yeah, all of us came up here. I know some of you just told me there's a new exchange. I mean, there are a lot of chances because even for like the big player may just opt in to the or to that to get the license. But what it means that, and they say very openly, is that some of them may just opt out, so they can stay outside this regulatory sandbox to serve the retail. I mean that's how we read it. So so it's a new ball game. Everyone has a chance to just see whether. But at the end, I think that everyone just enjoy it.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much. Shall we give a big hand to all speakers tonight? In the second part, we thank these comments. So they're very, very kind to provide all the value to us, and so we prepare the F&B. So Sophia, she's the GM, General Manager of Comments. So Comments started 2 months ago, and they hired very talented designer who understand Japanese design philosophy in all these stuff. And she told me one special thing about this area is that we cannot see a power point, like a power on the floor. And so they're hiding the power point stuff in the middle of the desk. So second special thing is the CV, so night view and the natural lights. We work here in the daytime. So finally, so we encourage you to sign up the form and be part of our federation. We are purely academic, and the goal is to influence governments, to influence the law in the crypto area. So hopefully, you can, if you're interested in accounting, tax, audit, legal part, or just some ideas, so we welcome your contribution and input in any way. Thank you.
Very big thank you for everyone who came over here. Please give a warm round of applause to Jack for being the moderator today. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jack. And thank you all the speakers. Thank you so much. And once again, we'd like to invite anyone to join Crypto Assets Federation. And if you'd like to make a contribution in any way, to contribute to the framework that you'd like to submit to the government, if you'd like to contribute as a speaker, if you'd like to contribute with more information to talk about investment topics in crypto assets, or even if you would like to talk about your project, please feel free to let us know. Please look for Joanne. So please look for her, and please have a smashing good time. Thank you.